So while reading Jordan Peterson's dissertation, Maps of Meaning, recently, I came across an idea that wasn't encapsulated densely in a single quote in Peterson's writing, although he's a very good writer. But the idea, as Peterson explicated it, it struck me very deeply, and it resonated with me very deeply where I am right now in my life. And the idea went something like this. An ancient metaphor for chaos in one's life is the dragon. Right? The dragon theme. And the longer that you avoid the dragon, the bigger that the dragon gets. And a bigger dragon has two consequences. Number one, it's harder to kill. Number two, it can wreak much greater consequences on your life. So I want to ask you today, and I want you to deeply consider this because I'm deeply considering this right now in my own life. What is your dragon? We all have these like little dragons, right, that we fail to slay, that we can see with our own eyes, right, and we come to avoid them, right? Dishes in the sink, they pile up a little bit each day, right? Clothes on the floor, they pile up a little each day. Then it gets a little more serious. Weight on the scale goes up a little each day. Body fat percentage goes up a little bit each day. Alcohol intake goes up a little bit each day, right? What started as innocent neglect can easily wrap its tentacles around our necks and choke us to death slowly. Okay, that's actually how my father died, an overdose of oxycodone and alcohol. And I don't think he intended to overdose. Okay, like most oxycodone overdoses are not intentional. Okay, I think that he took a little bit more each day, and eventually his dragon slayed him. And a lot of us younger guys, it's very easy to tell ourselves that there isn't any dragon out there that's too big to slay. I can slay anything. I can do anything. I can stop anytime I want. We look at our vices, drinking, eating crap, being mean to our wives, being negligent and lazy with our bodies and with our work. You know, we just think, I can change anytime I want. And every day, it gets harder to do it. Every day, the dishes of your bad habits pile up higher and higher and higher until you cannot see your way out of it anymore, until all that is the dragon. All that is a massive, uncleanable pile of dishes. And soon enough, your excuse for not dealing with your issues is how big they've become. Well, it's too big. I can't do it anymore. Before you could do anything. And then you reach this pivot point where, well, you know, I'm too fat. The pile of dishes is too big. I need it too much. Life is too hard. It's not a good time. Finances are tight. Energy's low. Now you've accepted the dragon as part of your life. You've accepted slavery as your new identity. You have given up. And your death date just lurched forward 10 years. You just became a blip on death's radar. You've become stuck in your own habits. You can get out. You can get out. It takes one day at a time. You can't get out of all of it today. It takes a day at a time. It takes one dish at a time. It takes one sober night at a time. And the piles get smaller and smaller, okay? The dragon gets smaller and smaller, okay? Death is forestalled day by day. And your kids and wife see you being happier and better and more alive and more intuitive and more empathetic and more human and more childlike in the best sense and more adult-like in the best sense. But that reality will not manifest itself through wishful thinking. Slaying a dragon is never easy work. It takes one bloody day at a time, writhing in pain and withdrawal and fighting tooth and claw, okay? Sitting in the itchy pins and needles of sobriety, clenching your jaw through moments of hollow hunger, pushing yourself through one more set of burning muscles, pushing down your ego in the back of your head in the middle of a fight with your wife. You do not get to destroy my marriage, ego. It takes doing that. It takes doing that. You do not get to destroy my marriage. You do not get to destroy my life, alcohol. You don't get to do it. My dragon is alcohol. I picked up a really bad habit in seminary. Everybody would drink all the time. Alcohol overuse was very normalized there. And I saw it take my dad's life, and I thought, I'll never let it take me. But it did. Because I wasn't humble enough to admit that I was weak. And that's a dragon I'm trying to slay right now. What's your dragon? What do you need to do? Guys in your 20s, I'm 30, man. I'm telling you, I still have some of that youthful innocence, some of that naivete, but it is wearing off. And that's not a bad thing. Sobriety of perspective is not a bad thing, as long as you seize upon it as an opportunity for change. What do you need to do? What's that one thing? It will, if you let it stay, if you let it sit there, it will kill you. Be killing sin, or it will be killing you. Trust me. What's the one dragon you wish you could slay? What's the mothership controlling your life, holding you down by the neck, keeping you in a headlock? What's your one part of you that hurts the people you love, for which you are always making excuses? Right now, I'm talking right now, you have the opportunity to change that. You can stop it right now. The only thing in the way of you stopping this sin, stopping this vice, stopping this bad habit, stopping this indulgence, stopping this death induction, the only thing standing in the way is you. What does it look like for you to do the first dish in the sink today? What does it look like for you to step into battle with this dragon today? No more. No more negligence. No more excuses. No more ignoring. What does it look like for you to take your life back for good today? What will it take? Do you even have the courage to survive? Well, what will you do?